Hashitirimakati, sitirimakati. Magical beings, look around, for we are the sages, the seers, the gypsies, the geniuses, and dropouts who have escaped the psychosis of the collective mind in our search for truth and freedom. We are to take individual self-expression as far as we possibly can and dream into reality a much better world. We return to community. We honor tribalism. We embrace fire, illuminating our path to a new beginning.
We chose Labor Day to pour new wine into an old wineskin. And this is the most meaningful holiday celebration in America. This Labor Day, the majority of people who leave here are going to take a fire away with them. And that's how it spreads. That's why we burn the man. That's one way to look at it. I mean, why do you destroy him? Well, we don't destroy him. The fire just enters into people and they take it away with it.
We're going to have a couple people on each of these ropes. There's one rope here on the front and one rope in the back, and they're going to just be holding the rope and keeping tension on the rope and keeping the slack off the rope. As we lift it up, these ropes are going to slack, and they're just going to pull it down, keep tension on the ropes, excuse me. And we're just going to bring it up, and when we're high enough, we're all just going to stabilize it and just back the trailer right under and then lower it on. Should be a pretty simple operation with all of us here.
or Jackrabbit. Come in, Jackrabbit. Oh, beautiful!
You're the nicest one that's come through so far.
I doubt that.
No, seriously. Do you have a ticket?
Yeah. Beautiful.
When we first went out to the desert, we went out into this ultimate blank space. Having established ourselves out there, we then began to form a society. And ultimately, we had to deal with ourselves and our relation to one another, and not simply our relation to the great cosmic wilderness around us. It was as if any gesture could magically recreate the world within all that blankness, you know? The space alone had a mystical effect on people.
What's happening now is we have a special guest in the studio. It's Katar.
My name is Katar. I come from the Now. I will be running various workshops and interactive workouts here at the Burning Man. I'm here spreading global awareness, so please, though think globally, we're acting globally.
Okay, great. Radio Free Burning Man 99.5. Katar, thank you very much for stopping by.
Its presence. Presence from Santa Claus. Santa Claus.
Our purpose for coming here is to invoke, bless, and burn symbolic archetypes, such as Ishtar, the goddess of love, the man, the Trojan horse, which represents war and deception that has plagued our Mother Earth far too long.
We had to decide whether our model in the future would be anarchism or civilization. And we tipped in the direction of civilization. And in some sense, I think we're celebrating that by celebrating the feminine principle this year, to redress the balance of energies between people.
Aga Ishtar, Aga Ishtar. Aga Ishtar, Aga Ishtar. Aga Ishtar, Aga Ishtar, Aga Ishtar.
El culto de Ishtar y todo eso. This goes. Yeah, the Ishtar, the symbols of Ishtar are the horns and the stars. Horns. No, this is a star. It has to be still decorated and finished.
Stay off the playa, so no motorized vehicles on the playa. The exception being, people bringing supplies out to the installations out here. We are the participants. We've just volunteered to take over a bit of responsibility of making the whole thing work and help everyone, make it better for everyone.
Cool.
Keep it running smoothly.
All right. Well, thanks, man. I just want to ask one last question. What do you think about this piece?
I like it.
I think it's wonderful. What do you think it is?
Well, it's the Temple of Ishtar. That's where they're gonna have that thing on, I think, Saturday night.
Is this the same clay from the playa?
No, this is the clay from the hot springs.
Ah.
It's already mixed with water.
What do you think it means?
What do I think it means? It's kind of like whatever you decide you want it to mean. Yeah, like liberty.
No.
Do whatever you want, freedom.
So what about it makes you think of freedom?
Why? Because they wanted it this way, and they did it any way they wanted, and nobody told them how to do it. Nobody told them they had to do it some certain way, so they did whatever way it came out and whatever way they wanted. Well, this is freedom because, look, they've got the devil on us, and we died and we're free, I guess.
You're dying, you're free.
Yeah. You're not free when you go down to hell and then you're with the devil, because then the devil owns you. How do you know it's the devil in the first place? Because he's got horns and he's sticking out his tongue. I don't know. Well, you think.
Jesus loves me, but he can't stand you.
Can I please get up there?
So we can just put that on her and just come along it right up. Yeah, that may work.
That's just nice to be involved. It breaks the monotony. It's a nice release on everything. We live in a real crazy world, and this is the way that people can really let things out.
Okay, can everybody's attention here? Okay, here's the drill. I want 3 people on each leg. As we raise it up with the crane, I want each person on each leg to push in the legs as it goes up. So we actually even just push it in. The crane's gonna kind of go this way and that way a little bit. So anytime you can get purchase on the legs and push them in, push them in. Okay, I need about 10 people on this rope, preferably with gloves. You got a glove? I need 10 people on this rope, just pulling as hard as you can. You're playing tug of war. 1, 2, 3. Look out. Go.
This is all wet, and the horse is going to get stuck.
Right, if we go that way.
I mean, unless you just want to go out as far as possible, and then...
I don't want to risk getting stuck.
All right, hold up right there, and I'm going to take this guy off.
Do you have another chain? Is there another chain? Yeah, sure. I don't care. I want to double this up somehow. This scares the piss out of me.
Where the horse is going to end at the sound already set up right there and stuff, our little system, and then...
Then the horse has to be moved away, or you're moving the equipment away.
The horse, the stage, the belly drops into the stage, right? The stage is going to stay there. The horse is going to be pulled away, so we can burn it away from the people.
Oh, great.
It'll be off in the distance.
Guys, you guys have it together. It's great.
We don't want to hurt
I'm very excited about this.
We just talked to Crimson.
Okay.
And she says we should definitely be out there.
Right. How do you like that? Just on there with some acoustic instruments? You guys
well, I was thinking, like, if you're going to drop out, maybe we could have, like, us, like, sitting down, like, doing an ohm or something.
Yeah, you know how you guys all kind of sit down and play drums and you're all close.
We just have an ohm and all our ambience and stuff like that.
Or something.
Yeah, that coming out.
Maybe a hand drum.
You know, and holding the candles or something, just like ritualistic, like, drops out. Like these fucking cyber monks.
Then it's also more spiritual instead of just playing music. It's more like a offering, a spiritual blessing or something.
Yeah, cleansing.
That's far cooler.
Okay.
Cool. That sounds cool, huh?
Yeah,
that's a show. That's a show.
99.5. The ice sculpture is coming out of deep freeze. 42,000-pound ice sculpture. And from what I understand, it's full of clocks now until sunset. Come find out what time it is and cool your body.
I just walked up and saw a friend in need. One thing led to another, and over the night we had different people coming up, giving us a hand, pulling off pieces. Finally, at about 8 in the morning, we got the majority of the rest of it off. Clean up garbage, move all the freezer panels. A few days ago, I had no idea I would be, kind of jumping in at the last minute, making this come together, or helping making it come together.
I would never imagine finding you here in the desert.
You know, the work...
A creature that lived underwater for 4,000 years.
I would have guessed. Who would have guessed? You want to wrestle? Sure.
Yeah! Go! Yeah! El Evo versus K-Tar.
Crack it up. Take him down.
This is very tiring for your legs and
Oh, it's a walking installation. We just realized it's an ammonite, which is the hull of a squid, and we reproduced this ammonite, the machines and materials of our time, so to transfer it.
Great.
And, it's a kind of time game.
See, the bus originally was all kind of whimsical and hippie and kind of nice and PC, but I'm sick of hippies, so we put a gun on top. And then we changed the name to Submit, because I think everybody should just give in and be ridiculous and let go of their stupid, like, utopian beliefs. Like, just be silly, be absurd.
We had like halfway built.
But, so you don't know if it works yet?
What's that?
It's gonna work.
Oh, it's gonna work.
It's going to work for sure.
It's not gonna roll. We had to nix the rolling, but we were gonna roll it.
Oh, great.
But we didn't have time to make wheels yet.
It's ingenious.
Bedroom house, and it can't sell for the
We're interested in seeing what you can do by recruiting strangers from everywhere, putting them together, if we can arrive at those societal conditions that will generate culture, just to see how powerful a force it is, even among people who don't have an inherited tradition. What you unleash is this natural process, like an artesian well. It's called culture. And culture can't be planned and it can't really be controlled. It just happens. Like rivers run downhill or grass grows. It just happens, and it's a super abundant resource once you start it flowing. But it only happens if people are related to one another in a certain kind of social circumstance. You can identify that in such a way that it begins to explain the golden age of Greece and the Renaissance. when I look at people pulling up the man, it seems to me that it is a literal mechanical metaphor for that process. Everyone feels that they're connected to the others by this umbilical line. They go straight to his solar plexus. And so as they pull and invest their effort and they feel the other people straining on the line, they see this thing grow up before them. And in some sense, in that moment, they are it. So what you've combined is I am, we are, it is. And those things combined create an experience that culture has historically furnished our race, but doesn't much anymore.
Here, and that's what really counts. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, you're allowed to do as you please. And there are very few places in this continent, North America, that you can get away with that, man. I get jailed and beaten by police regularly for drawing all over things, because that's what I do, and they really object to the fact that I like beautifying urban situations. What are you kids videotaping this for? Is this for your personal pleasure, or is this for...
No, it's for Germany, and I'm quite sure that people don't understand what's going on here in Germany. So perhaps you can give them
what's going on? Yeah. I'd say that it's a bunch of people who desperately want playmates. Who can't find anybody to really play with. I don't mean just fuck around, dude. I mean who know how to play. I get to do as I please because I'm allowed to. Because I should be allowed to in general, and in general I'm not. I'm allowed to do it here. That's why I love this thing. Is there anything like this in Germany?
No. Just
it's almost
Parade.
done. What?
Love Parade, you've ever heard about?
Yeah, I've heard about Love Parade.
Oh,
how can I go there?
Allah, tero na 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 montero प्यारा लागे Pani pa ma re re ma pani pani pa ma re ma pani da ni pani pa ma re ma ni pa pa ba ni da da ni ne re da pa ba ni re da ni pa ma pa ni pa ma re ma pa ni pa ma re da re ma pa ma re ma pa ni pa ma re ma pa ni ma pa ni ma ni da re da re ne ne da 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 ne
We've lost culture. It's been replaced by a consumption production apparatus, a feedlot we kind of file through. We don't live in a traditional society anymore. That's why we're here. We're looking for some kind of coherence, a new ritual. I would compare it to real culture, except reinvented in a self-conscious fashion, because we don't have traditions. We have to figure out a new way of generating culture without them. Real culture is more like what you're seeing here. More diversity, deeper meanings, broader involvement. It's counter in the sense that it's a critique of the way society is, you bet. It's a model of what society could be, you bet. We're not angry, but we're fierce. We're fierce about expression and counterculture. This isn't a subculture. This is culture.
Welcome to our community. I want to introduce you all to some of the people that helped create this community. This is a really important community, and there are other people besides Larry that have put a lot into this, and this is your opportunity to understand who they are and what they've done.
I think we have the first Burning Man pedestrian city ever. The cars are not a problem. There's been no injuries. There's been no arrests.
Fantastic.
By tomorrow morning, I hope to get the police out of here. That's it. I need sleep. Joe Bullock. Joe Bullock has worked harder than anyone on this. We are succeeding here. We are a community of artists, of participants, and we are making it work. That's very important. America is afraid of this situation because America is about watching television and watching football. Of course, I watch football. But we are used to watching things and not participating. At this point, we participate. And that's what this is all about.
It's called The Agony of Man. It's a monument to all the pain and suffering that we have inflicted upon each other for as long as we have been able to think. I drove from New York cross country. It's 1,200 pounds, 3 times life size, made entirely out of steel, scrap. This is New York City garbage can. This is just like stuff, man, just like that I find on the street. Railroad track, sheet metal, boilers, teeth for the machine that rips up the street. They're gonna repave. I don't know what they're called, but that's about it. Building it for 2 years, and brought it here to Burning Man. Torch it up.
Due to the stability of the legs and the poor quality of the wood of the legs, we may have to change it around a little bit, redo it, and come up with a different game plan for the actual burn and the performance. So we're gonna play around with it. We got people come up with ideas and things that we can change around to try to get the original vision. We also have a time factor here. We have a lot of work to do.
This painting has been painted by over 2,000 people. We have had policemen, little children, little old ladies, people who I swear have never painted in their entire life, got their hands messy and got into it. You know, it's about the art, it's about being there and being in the art and, you know, having fun and not being scared of art, you know. Art's just fun. It should be fun for everybody and everyone can do it.
What we're wearing on our head is, I've given out and distributed a few low visors. These are to enhance and stimulate our cerebral cortexes during these exercises. With the Galactic Alignment Kit, you will be allowed to experience a reconnection of this birthright. Right now, I'd like to start with a breathing, a Kundalini exercise. So we're going to ask that everyone stand and find a partner. And we're going to stand back to back. Get that fear up. You don't need it soon. We're going to be moving slowly now from fear into anger. Find some way of slowly moving into anger here. Everything is possible only with the fourth lobe, which you can only attain through the Stretch and Flex workout. This introductory workshop, free, but the kit, $99.95, and you can sign up here and order now. So think globally, act globally. The time has come. I must leave. You will find me at www.ktar.com.
Off we go!
Hyperspace, next stop.
Okay, hyperspace.
Now we gotta unwind this time.
Okay, we're unwinding.
We have more time. It's going to blow.
Cappuccino!
Onward ho.
We
ancient gathering. In the most modern of times, on a land that has been here forever.
Those look great, you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Here's the main. Here's the main. Where's Bill? I want to show him. Hey, Bill.
Be the flyer.
And now a word from the Trojan horse's mouth.
Hello, this is Bill of the Trojan Horse. We need some volunteers this afternoon. It has no legs yet. We need to put some legs on our Trojan Horse. And also searching for Danny, the crane operator. So if you could come to the crane and help us raise our horse, that would be great. Thank you.
Danny, the crane operator, come on. We need to get that horse hung. Bird can't fly on one wing and horse can't walk on no legs. Okay.
The man I have really not much to do with, but this horse is something I have more than what I really expected out of it. And so it's got a lot of blood, sweat, and tears.
Literally blood for you. Like at least 3 times on that thing.
Let's go look over here.
You got your few meatheads here and there, but it's good to come out here and see so many beautiful, talented, tapped-in people. You're at home and walk around, you see a lot of conservative people, and they look at you and you kind of feel out of place. Over here, you feel definitely more in place. Out here, it's kind of crazy, but it's needed. It's like what the world's going to be like almost anyway. You know, you make what you make of it out here. And it's fun to express, you know, and see other people express themselves.
This is too close to the stage.
Oh my God.
You need 100 feet.
Down on that. Move it further that way. I'm serious.
Wait, yeah, because the way this thing will go up will be not only that, but you need a safety perimeter of people around it as well.
You show us. Give
Sure.
us an idea.
I'll give you a spot.
Is that it? Right here. That's okay. Right here. That's okay.
What was that?
It's up, baby! It's up!
What's your feeling here?
Man, I'm in awe of this fucking horse. I can't believe it. Really, so beautiful.
In theory, it'll just be spitting flames, probably a solid 20 feet in the air. if it works, if all goes according to plan. So I'm gonna get these 4 panels up here, and then with whatever sheet metal I have left, maybe just line the bottom of it around here so that it gets a nice, good kick. So this will be our chimney, cleverly disguised as the neck of the horse. It's up, it's up.
In the middle of all this sort of mayhem, what sense do you make out of this Burning Man festival?
Burning Man for me is not the Burning Man. Burning Man is these mountains, older than us, deeper than us, more patient than the human race, with the capacity for love, who slaughters each other incessantly. Human race, listen to me. Stop killing each other. Stop hating each other.
Padre nuestro que estás en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre. Venga a nuestro reino, hágase tu voluntad en la tierra. El pan nuestro de cada día.
Great Spirit, thank you for this thing. Escalito, show us the way. burn multinational corporations control over our daily bread. War and deception. We burn thee out of the consciousness of mankind. We call for peace on earth.
This is the beginning of something new, something we've been waiting the whole century for. This marks the end of recorded time and the beginning of a new history.
In the absence of traditions. I mean, that's the problem that we're looking at towards the end of this century, and we don't find a new way to generate it, then in the 21st century you will see monsters and riots, and the center won't hold.